Hey, what's up? This is Brian Head Welch, formerly Born. I'm hanging out with Kingsmen Media. Yeah, Paralized is just like it kind of reminds me of like the Book of Psalms, you know, when like King David was like all being chased, and you know his life was just falling apart, and he was getting chased, and they're trying to kill him, and everything, and so. It makes me think of being in a desperate place in life where, you know, you just need crying out for help. So that's basically what that song is. Yeah, I already put it out, so it was a pretty new song. But when they asked me, I was like, oh man, that'd be cool because you know, those guys are my friends, Christian Massoy, Ryan Sumner, and all them. But they told me about the movie, so I was like, dude, I just put out a new song. You know, if you guys want to use it, then, you know, let's do something. And then I hooked him up with my manager, who in turn developed the whole soundtrack for the movie. So it just kind of fell into place. Really good, man. It's been the best since I left. You know, I was in Korn before all this, and it's been the best feedback I've gotten since I left Korn. So we're really pleased with it, and it reached number 1 on the Christian rock chart, so can't get better than that, I don't think. Yeah, you know what? They say it's a gateway drug and all that. All I know is, like, everybody that I knew in my life that I've come into contact with, it didn't just stop at marijuana. It always ended up going further, and it got worse, and lives got ruined. So, I mean, people say that, and I said that too, you know, and I'll just keep it under control, but it always, like, ends up somewhere, you know. There might be a couple rules to the exception, but mostly no way. But, you know, that's just my opinion on it. Yeah, it's been mixed, you know, it really has. It's been like because at first people thought I went crazy. You know, in the world, the people in the world, and then the Christians were like encouraging me, you know, along. But then as time went by, I wrote my story, and I put a book out. And just so, I mean, I didn't even want to write a book because I was like, I didn't like any of that. It reminded me of school, and I hated school. But I was like, all right, I'm going to put my story out there. I put it out in this book, and then people seemed to like respect my decision more when they heard about my crazy life, you know, and they're like, man, the dude just wants to be happy, you know, and, you know, even people that didn't have no religion or nothing like that. So it's like, it really helped, you know, putting that book out, and people seem to really accept it, and they're, you know, the story is I probably would be dead right now if I wouldn't have, you know, and so people are genuinely like, pretty stoked for me. Probably just my emotions, you know, like my anger and dealing with people and stuff like that. Like I don't know, I wish I could be like, just have joy a lot more, you know, but it gets better every year. That's the main thing. As far as like drugs or anything like that, I never have any fights like that. It's just like, you know, pushing in, just trying to spend time with God every day. Sometimes, you know, busyness gets in the way, and then my emotions, those are my biggest fights. Oh, yeah. The drugs, crystal meth was my thing, you know. Even though it was ruining my life and it made me all schizo and paranoid and stuff, I was addicted to the high. So, like, right when I came to God, like, I would quit for 5 days, and then I'd get some more, just like you're saying. And God just took that from me. I just had I had an encounter with him at my house. I just felt like this love from another realm, you know, came around me, and I just felt it inside, and I just felt like, you know, I already did. How many lines have I done? Thousands of lines. You know, how many more can I do? You know, and so that's when I was done with it. And God, you know, God was just really the awesome pie ever, you know, and that's His love through His Spirit. So, like, that satisfied me. I'm completely satisfied now. I don't know, man. This God is like crazy wild dude. Like, so just when you think you figure out what He's doing and what He's going to do, it'll throw you a curveball. So I don't know. I'm just gonna hopefully just be on, doing music and seeing lives change, everywhere we go, and just try to be happy, and just do all the stuff that I want to do, like, take care of the poor and just get out there and do the works of Jesus.